Greetings once again, my friends, and welcome back to some unfinished business. As in between Let's Plays of major games, we've been tackling episodes of King's Quest, the 2015 reimagining done by the Odd Gentleman, and it's time, Andrea, for the epic conclusion. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and warn people in advance. You guys might notice that there's a different button here. People might remember in previous parts, we've had a lot of issues trying to keep our save games on these, and I finally just kind of hit the final straw, and so we decided, screw it. We like this game. We'll probably play it multiple times, and so we decided to get it on PS4 so that we can maintain our game save for the epic conclusion of King's Quest. But first of all, I am not alone. As people might be imagining, I am actually going to be doing this with Andrea. We actually have been holding off on this. Andrea, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Are you ready for the conclusion? Are you ready?
Yep.
To see Graham's story concluded?
Yeah, it'll be sad to see it go, but it'll be nice to see how it ends.
And I just barely realized we completely failed in this regard. We should have gone to IHOP today and just had some chocolate chip pancakes in honor of this occasion. But nope. So it's time for us to take on. So in this play session, we're going to take on. There actually is an epilogue chapter, and we're going to be taking that on along with Chapter 5, The Good Night. So at that point, you all have kind of noticed a little bit of a pun. Or puns throughout all the titles. The Good Night, I'm guessing, is going to be referring to what we saw in episode 4, that Graham is not in such good health, and this might be where we see King Graham of Daventry pass away.
Oh.
And I'm really sad about that, Andrea. In fact, we came here with Kleenexes because I'm really worried about this, but let's go ahead and start up Chapter 5, The Good Night.
Recovering Lord Sullen's xylophone certainly sounds like a charming ruckus. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking for a quest to be remembered by. One final adventure for future generations to share. Surely, my dear friend, you can relate to that. Oh, hello, Gwendolyn. Come on in.
Where did your friend go?
Why, he's right behind you, keeping warm by the fire.
There's no one there.
Not to worry, he'll be back. Always bouncing in and out, that one, like a slingshot.
Grandpa, we need to talk.
Of course, sweetheart. What'll it be? Dragons, treasure, love stories.
We need to talk about this.
And this is the conclusion of episode 4.
I see. Come here.
Oh, don't start now.
I'm so sorry. I should have told you when I had the chance.
I'm just not ready for you to go.
Listen to me. I am not leaving you, not yet. The mirror promised me one final adventure.
But the doctors, they said...
Has the magic mirror led us astray before? I'll be here for one more adventure, no matter what any doctor says.
So, where's this adventure taking place?
I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be grand. One for the tapestries of time. I was thinking Serenia, or a family trip back to Avalon.
Grandpa, you can't even get out of bed.
Oh, I can get out of bed all right, just saving up my strength.
I need to know why.
Why? I thought it would be nice to have an adventure outside these walls with the whole family.
No, not that. I need to know why the doctors can't fix you. There has to be a magical fruit that can cure you. or a spell to extend your life. I just can't believe that you're only suffering from old age.
Take a seat. There are a few more stories I have yet to share.
This is already getting me crying.
It's already sad.
Oh.
For as long as I can remember, adventure always had a way of finding me. But as I grew older, I had to find adventure for myself.
Sweetheart, are you sure you need to go out questing for trouble at our ripe old age?
Darling, this old hat may be tattered, but it's not ready to be hung up yet.
I know. I know. As long as you're living, you'll be working to make Daventry perfect. But what's the point of working so hard if we never can enjoy it? We still haven't watched a single sunset from the Rose Garden.
But there's still so much to do, love. I need to stay sharp. I just don't want my legacy to fizzle out like King Edward's.
Do what you like. I know I won't be able to convince you otherwise.
I probably should have stayed back and watched that sunset, but I had adventure on my mind. Perhaps there was another lost treasure to recover, or a unicorn to be rescued. Oh, if I was lucky, a hideous beast would be terrorizing the kingdom.
So it looks like this is interesting. So this is basically going to be Odd Gentleman's interpretation of King's Quest VIII, which is actually the game that kind of killed the series.
Really?
Ultimately, yes, because King's Quest VIII, or I think it's called Mask of Eternity, it was, instead of, in the point-and-click adventure genre, around that time, a little fledgling game called Diablo came out. And so everybody was trying to be like action RPGs, or they were trying to be shooters. And so Mask of Eternity tried to take King's Quest in that direction. It didn't work out so well. This may be the Odd Gentleman's basically saying this is our interpretation of King's Quest VIII and how it should go. Because the last one, 7, when that debuted, Valenice, who was a main character in the game, she may have had a couple of stripes of gray in her hair, but she wasn't full on old yet. So okay, this is going to be interesting. We're playing as old Graham in The Good Knight, and where I thought this was going to be an adventure that was going to be kind of in real time, no, it's an adventure or one final story for Graham to tell Gwendolyn. And actually, we've completely missed this the entire time that we've been playing this game.
It seems like only yesterday you taught my arrow to fly.
We've been missing this in all of the episodes, and it's actually been bugging a few people. There's a little monument to Achaka from episode, the guy that died in episode 1.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little monument to him in the game from there on in the castle.
It's always a good place to start an adventure. Perhaps I should start there.
Golden Ager Graham. Okay, so like I said, we are playing on PS4, so if you guys are hoping for the Steam trophies, that's not happening. It's just because I got so fed up losing save files, and then I'd have to play it all over again to be able to get them back. So this way, I like King's Quest. I already can tell you guys I was going to...
forgetting...
What was that?
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
So, like I said, we just didn't want to lose the save files anymore. We knew we liked this game, so we might as well just get it on console.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, okay, so they actually erected a bridge. Interesting. I thought we would see the bridge trolls again.
Amaya and I cleared out all the spiniferous thorn weeds in the backwoods and planted a lovely rose garden instead.
Wait, what happened to the snarling Snarlaxes? With purple eyes, blue glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth.
They had to be crumbled. Ruined the castle's curb appeal, I'm afraid.
Aw, okay, so this is kind of a more modern Daventry. And into the kind of prosperous kingdom that Graham left it in. So let's check things out. Oh, did you notice his walk?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's an interesting walk for an old man.
You haven't even noticed that?
I haven't really taken notice of it, no. Oh, poor Graham. He's got back trouble these days. Okay, let's just keep on going, I guess. There you go. Okay, so all of the Dark Forest in episode 1 is now this Rose Garden. And let's see if we can catch Ulfie.
The clang of that copper bell brought me right back to my younger days as a squire.
Hold on, Grandpa.
Yes, sweetheart?
It wasn't a bell.
Oh? And what was it?
It was a horn. Yeah, so Switch, Horn, and Badger, it was a horn. Man, it's a good thing I played these games.
Remember?
Oh, that's right. Forgive my momentary lapse of memory.
Oh, this is not going to be cool.
A patch of fire impeded my path forward. A mere brain teaser to get my logic wheels spinning.
So we could already see, like, one major problem here is that memory problems are starting to be, like, old age is catching up to Graham quick in this one. So, do we have anything to take that on? No. Let's check over here. Maybe we'll get something.
I'm starting to question his commitment to our guild.
Duh.
He'd better come soon.
Uh-oh. Who are they talking about?
He is a weak link.
Could they be talking about Ulfie?
I'm sure he'll be back any second.
Yeah, it's got to be Ulfie. There's only 3 bridge trolls.
No, Pilar, I don't know if I'd say it like that. As long as he knows the password.
Years ago, if my memory serves me correctly, we redesigned that old meeting space into a...
Bridge Troll Memorial, commemorative fountain, and a sandbox for the children.
A sandbox for the children.
Okay, so this is actually one of those decisions that I think is actually going to shape Daventry. So, like with all the other times we've been playing, we do actually have a guide here, and we want to make sure that we get the compassion ending, because we're working our butts off to try and get that. So yeah, we have to pick a sandbox for the children.
A sandbox that all the children of Daventry could enjoy.
Okay, so...
Hey, how come I never got to play in that sandbox?
Your father was always paranoid about badgers doing their business in there and would never let me take you.
You know what? I'd probably be worried about that too.
A randomly placed item to add to my inventory. My adventure was already off to a great start.
All right, so now that we have this bucket, we probably have... Oh, actually, can we... Because we would need to get water anyway. What about sand? Nah, can't use that. We need to find a place to get some water. I mean, we're right next to a freaking river, so there should be a place to get some. Come on, where's some water? Maybe I can get some closer to the bridge?
Probably.
I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Andrea. I'm almost tempted to not have this Let's Play be complete, because I'm really worried that I'm gonna see something that it's just not gonna sit right with me right now, especially considering, you know, we've had a lot of happy moments in our life recently. I really don't want to interject a downer into it.
Well, you don't want to see the
I
game
do,
end?
but like part of me is sitting here going, I don't know if I want to see this. I don't know, because you know, we're already getting kind of inferred the conclusion of this game. We're already getting told like this is how it's going to end and how it has to end. And now, like where I might have accepted it at the beginning of our playthrough, I can't do it now. Not with all of the amazing stories that have been told. Okay, so I was thinking maybe we could get some water over here, but no. Well, let's try over by the river to the bridge and see if that'll help with it. So technically, this is actually the first time you've been seen on the channel since our second child was born. So I just want to go ahead and take care of a few questions in case they didn't watch Drak and Shadow. How are you doing, Andrea?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, good.
Just kept dealing with the 3 a.m. wake-up calls.
Yep, we're in that miraculous stage in an infant's life where they wake up every 3 or 4 hours, say feed me, and then they leave us alone, kind of thing. Like that's what they're what they're gonna do.
Unless, of course, they want to stay up.
Those happen
After
too.
Alexander returned, we sealed up the goblin holes.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, maybe you have to keep on going.
Yeah, maybe we just have to go to the other side and then get some water. Jiminy Christmas. I mean, this is adventuring 101. You'd think I'd be able to do this. Maybe it's just I'm sidetracked. I don't want to, psychologically. No. Can't go here.
I remember those steps being a lot lower. I used to just whisk up and down them.
Nope, that's not it either. Okay. So we need to figure out a place to get some water. If we can't get sand. Sand would probably take care of that fire too. Nope, can't go there.
There's nothing in that area, like a side route.
Mm-mm. No, that was like a box canyon area, so we can't really use that. And the bridge that was originally there when the gate was closed is no longer there. So we need some water. Come on, game. I know I'm right next to a freaking river and a moat. What the heck, man? Oh, okay. So again, we're referring to the guy. You can change this stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Now that we have the bucket, we can technically change the memory. So, oh my gosh, Graham's failing memory is going to come into play in the good night. So, okay, let's go back into the Troll Guild area.
Am I remembering this right? We redesigned the space into a...
So you can make it into a Bridge Troll memorial or a commemorative
The fountain.
A commemorative fountain honoring every guard who ever served the kingdom of Daventry.
All right, so
Now we can get water.
thankfully, yeah, so now we have the bucket.
Ah, life-giving water.
Nectar of the gods.
Gods.
Sorry. That's a King's Quest V reference. So there's a point where you're actually wandering around a desert, and if you go around there too long, Andrea, you'll die of thirst. But every time you come across water, since 5 was the first one that actually had a voice cast, every time you found water and you drank water, it would say, "Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods." I know, I remember stupid things, but that's okay. Now, the next question I guess we got to ask is, how does it feel to be a Mon for the second time?
Oh, it's good, you know. But sometimes I'm like, oh, now we have to go do this again all over.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, great. We have more diapers to take care of.